And we got to end it early because
all right, and we are live. Hello, guys, and thank you for coming to a very early author chat. It feels so weird doing this so early because all my other shows are usually at like 7. I think I have like one that's at like 9 p.m. It feels so weird to do this at 2 p.m. in the morning or in the afternoon. Like 7. I think I have like one that's at like 9 p.m. Oh no, I'm getting a lot of feedback.
Is it echoing for you or something?
Yeah.
Get the...
Yeah, you don't have like the YouTube thing on, do you?
Is it echoing for you or something?
Yeah.
Ah, that's exactly what it was. Sorry.
I've done that in the past where it's like you want to watch it and then you want to have it on here and it's like it overplays it. It's so weird.
I was actually just looking at the link and then I left it on, so apologies.
Tell people be quiet. Gotta shush. All right, well.
And the husband's trying to call me. Sorry, guys.
We're all just gonna have tons and tons of noise now. Well, guys, we are here today with the author of Winterly, which our reviewer decided to give this like 1 million stars. She was so excited that you were coming on the show today. And is it Jeanine?
Yeah.
Jeanine Croft. So here we go. I love this cover. This cover is so gorgeous.
Yeah, it was a picture that someone took, so I can't even really take. I only added the blood to her neck, so I can't really take very much credit for that picture. But I chose it, so.
It works. It works so well. So tell us a little bit about yourself and your journey to becoming an author.
Quite accidentally. I was actually originally flying down in Florida, in your neck of the woods. I used to fly for a corporate company. I apologize so much for my 10-month-old, but I have no babysitter. Thank you, COVID. So for everyone there that didn't hear, he's not in school. I don't have a babysitter, so I do apologize for the background noise. Just ignore him. He's fine. No one's abusing him. He's very happy. He just likes to complain a lot. Anyway, disclaimer over. I was flying in Florida for a corporate company, and so I used to be a helicopter pilot, and then I actually hit a bird one day, a turkey buzzard, came right through the windscreen. And so the helicopter was obviously unviable, unairworthy for a while. And it was during that time where I was like, well, I'm getting paid to sit around. What should I do with my time? So I was on Wattpad at the time, just reading other people's stuff. And I thought, well, I've got a few stories cooking and might as well just get my own stories out, and kind of just happened from there. So a little bit accidentally, literally accidentally, that I started. But originally I'm from South Africa, so flying around in the US for a bit, and then got married, moved up to Charleston, and now I'm a mother too. And it's really hard work trying to write and mother.
Oh yeah, I hear that.
Yeah.
Well, we have some writing questions. Here's the first one. What made you want to write a book that some readers have dubbed a Victorian Twilight?
I didn't even know people had dubbed it that. I'm really wow, it's like, that's a compliment. Thank you. So what made me want to write? I've always loved vampires. I'm a little bit obsessed with vampires. Any single vampire book that has ever been written, even the bad ones, I've read. But I gotta say, Dracula was my favorite. And then obviously I did read Twilight. So everything you read somehow affects your writing. But I mostly write what I feel like I can't find. So sometimes you'll sit there like, I just wish someone had written something like this. Well, why don't I just do it? So that's kind of how it happened. I love vampires, anything vampire. So yeah, that's kind of, I always want to write about vampires. It's kind of, yeah.
Awesome. What age group is your book best suited for?
That's a hard question. Because Wattpad, it was originally on Wattpad as Vampire Bride. And it's changed, it's evolved very much over time since then, so it's not even really the same book. But there are from 13-year-olds to 50-year-olds and up on Wattpad, and I feel like I've got a small fan base, but readers that pretty much fill every age gap. So that is kind of hard because I read a lot of young adults and I'm 36. So I would say if I had to choose what age group, it's kind of whatever your taste is, man.
I feel that because I'll be 39 this year, and that's mostly all I read is YA. I love my YA.
Yeah, and YA lately, having read Sarah J. Maas's stuff, especially the Court of Thorns and Roses.
Right.
That, the second book was really not YA. So I was just like,
oh God, I've heard so many things about that one because I haven't read that one yet. I've only read the Throne of Glass series.
Oh, okay.
And I heard like it gets way out there.
Yeah, the Court of Thorns and Roses series. The first one was steamy enough, but the second and the third, I kind of, when you're reading next to your husband, you're just like, well, I won't go there. But that's our son. One thing led to another. So yeah, reading young adult. It's really not what it used to be.
It really isn't. I work at a used bookstore, and I'll find people that are over in the young adult section. I'm like, just so you know, you're in the YA, and they're like, oh yeah, I know right where I want to be.
That's why I go to YA.
So crazy. Okay, let's see. Done that one. So here's the next one. How did you make Markus so evil but so yummy?
Oh, he was a great character. And I didn't make him anything. It's the weirdest thing. I often just am in the shower and characters choose that time to talk to me. It's really weird. So I'm never really showering alone. But yeah, so he's a very gray character. I was trying to make him, well, not that I'm making him anything, but I feel like he's just such an old soul that I think if you've lived that long, you can't really, how good can you really be? You're so jaded. I mean, at 36, I find myself a lot less innocent and naive than obviously I was when I was younger. I see the world a lot differently than I did then. Politics have changed since I was young. Everything's changed. So I would say that you can multiply that by 1,000, 2,000, however we want to go with this. So yeah, I think you get is evil the right word? Maybe you just lose a little bit of your love of humanity. But anyway, so I made him yummy, or he is just yummy, because he talks to me in the shower and I just have the best conversations with him. And I guess in those instances, I feel like I'm channeling Emma, but she's really not me. But yeah, then I just have these really enjoyable conversations in the shower. It's very PG. It's very YA in the shower lately.
Wait till you said you had a son, right?
Yeah.
Wait till he gets older, then you won't go to the bathroom alone, like ever.
I'm already on the bathroom alone. I have 2 dogs and a cat.
Okay.
So yeah, and then when he's crawling around, because I've semi sort of baby-proofed the house, but so yeah, if I leave any doors open, he's right in there with me, and I've kind of got to keep him off the toilet brush, and the cat's jumping on me, and the dog's trying to get into my lap while I'm lying on my feet. It's fun. It's really.
It sounds like you have a zoo.
No, I really do. That's why I apologize to everyone. Luckily, he's being a little bit quiet now, and I'm being very naughty as a mother. I've got the TV on. I promise you I don't often do that, but these are extenuating circumstances.
It's like it's like, okay, should I be worried that it's quiet in there?
Yes. But that's with the dogs too. When they're too quiet, even now, everyone's really quiet back there. I only hear the TV. But he's in, I call it baby Alcatraz. I put up a baby border.
Oh, okay.
So really get into.
He's not going nowhere.
Yeah, well, I say that, but this kid surprises me sometimes.
They're escape artists, that's for sure.
Yeah, but he's fun.
So crazy. Let's see.
What
have you been reading lately?
Oh, so I did post a little story on Instagram the other day. I'm one of those terrible people that reads like 50 books at once.
Oh
Um,
God.
yeah, it's awful because then I'll put one down and then a month later I'll be like, oh wait, I didn't even finish that yet. So at the moment, like, okay, I would say seriously right now reading only 2 books. Only 2. Sky in the Deep, which I'm loving.
Oh, I love that book.
Loving it, yeah. So, and I'm writing something similar at the moment. So I love reading the same sort of genre and feel, tone, atmosphere out of a book when I'm actually writing the same. Did that make sense in my head? Because I was kind of listening and talking. Sorry, apologies. So yeah, Sky in the Deep. And then the second book I'm reading, sort of not really seriously reading, it's more of a guilty pleasure, but not really a pleasure, is Jane Eyre Laid Bare. Is that the title? Do you know that book? It's sort of Jane Eyre erotica. It's just
wow.
purely for fun. It's like I read a little bit of it, a couple of days ago on my Instagram, and I posted the story. I don't know if anyone watched it. It'd be very embarrassing if they did. Trying to pretend to be a narrator.
Ah. See, is there any books that you're looking forward to?
I think Sarah J. Maas's new book, Cassian, and what's the title? I'm so bad.
I think it's A Court of Silver and Shadow, or something like that. Or Silver.
That's on my.
It's something like that.
That's going to be the next one to buy. I think I've already pre-ordered it actually. That's the Yorkshire Terrier. I apologize. It's a loud one. So yeah, A Court of Silver Flames, is that what it's called? That's the one I'm looking forward to.
Something like that.
Yeah, and then Jay Kristoff's got a book coming out, Empire of the Vampire. Yeah, something like that. Again, I'm on the spot, so I'm like, I can get you the right title. Empire of the Vampire, that's it, yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
It's vampires, so anything.
Right, gotta love the vampires.
Yeah, I don't even hate on Twilight. I mean, yes, vampires don't glitter. I thought that was really weird that book did well just for that reason.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, at the time I read it, I was much younger and I loved it. Sure.
So what inspires you to write?
Everything. I could be watching TV. I could be reading a different book. I could be seeing a different, like someone walk down the road and be like, oh my God, that guy would make a good villain, or so many things inspire me. My husband might say something really funny to me and I'd be like, oh my gosh, that sounds like something a character would say. And I think I'm going to make him this, and I think he's going to be doing this. I don't know. Everything you I think as a writer, for me anyway, anything inspires you. And people you dislike, there are people you're like, oh, I can't kill you. I don't want to go to prison, but I can kill you in a book.
Oh, I love it. Let's see. Here's another one. Good and evil will never be the same. After reading your book, I am so in love with the story and the characters.
Oh gosh, such nice comments. I'm glad no one's popped up with like, you asshole, you should stop writing whatever. Your book makes no sense. So thank you guys for being so kind.
So why do the Grigoris need to eat hearts?
So I kind of, that was a hard one to come up with. That kind of was not really natural. It didn't really naturally happen. Sometimes, like a plot just happens naturally in characters. But with the de Grigoris, werewolves eat flesh. Vampires drink blood. So I thought, well, what do witches do? These specific witches, and not to insult any of the pagans out there and Wiccans, they're not the same thing, I swear. But these guys are, so they're heart eaters, and that's so it's for their immortality, it's for their powers. Werewolf who doesn't eat flesh is pretty much going to wither away. Same with a vampire. So that's, I guess, that's how that happened. That was the
that works though, because in Stardust, that's what the witches do in that. They eat the heart of the star.
Maybe where you see, sometimes you don't even know where an idea came from, and there are no new ideas. I think most writers, honest writers, will tell you there are no new ideas, and so yeah, that's probably exactly where that came from. Will, God, he's so loud. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I know I had a show a couple of years ago that the author was on, and then all of a sudden you could hear gunshots, like shotgun shots. It was one of their neighbors outside. I think they were shooting off their shotgun to scare like the birds away from their farm or something.
That is so my
It
neighborhood.
was insane.
That's what's happening here. And thank goodness my neighbors are behaving. But I'm living in the kind of neighborhood where, I mean, the old man next door kind of like peek through your windows to like, oh hey, there's a package on your door. Thanks.
Oh, God.
So,
Oh, goodness. So is Emma related to Cleopatra somehow?
you know what? That question's awesome because originally that was where I was going with that. And she is kind of technically, yeah, she is. But so what was in the alternative version? Victoria was going to be like this little bit of a sort of surprise. Victoria would have been basically Cleopatra, because she got made into a vampire, but then that didn't really work, and so. But no, Emma is related to Cleopatra. Same. Sorry, it's very distracting.
Why do the Grigoris want Emma?
I mean, who wouldn't want Emma? So she is of a ancient bloodline. Of course, they all are. So she's they want Emma. Well, the main villain wants Emma for, oh gosh, he's so distracting. I'm so sorry. You're asking me the hard questions while he's chatting over there. I can almost go put him in his room, but so because Emma's from this ancient bloodline, so if she is a virgin, he can actually have children with her. And they would be witches too, but not quite as powerful as keeping the bloodline really pure, the way his daughters are. They're like pretty much direct descendants. It's incestuous. Spoiler alert. So with Emma, it kind of muddies the gene pool a little bit, he would think. So yeah, they can. Anyway, so if she's sort of sullied, and she's had her little blood kink with Markus, now she's like, now he no longer wants her, right? So then her heart, because she is of what we call a Nephilim, is that how you guys pronounce it? That's how I pronounce it. Probably not the right pronunciation. So they eat her heart, and it's not like eating a human heart. It's way more powerful. It can sustain them a lot longer. So I think that was also sort of similar to Stardust, wasn't it? No, it was different. So yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, one of the viewers is like, oh, he just wants to join the show.
Yeah, I could bring him on board. But I'm trying to like keep him off of social. I mean, I am guilty of posting something once or twice with him, but generally like to keep him off social media and like separate and people. So
It's so
I don't even post anything personal on Facebook or anything like that.
Let's see. How are the wolves related to Markus? Are they just protectors?
So they are protectors, but so Markus and Gabriel are brothers, in a sense. Brothers, fallen brothers. So I go into this in the second book a little bit more. But so basically, when Markus fell, those who've read the book know that he was busy sucking blood as he did that, and so he's now cursed as a bloodsucker. With Gabriel, he fell in a slightly different way, and it was also for a woman. And his curse is to be forever a werewolf. And I'll go into I kind of want to save that for the second book. Why? he got cursed as a werewolf. But so he's the first werewolf. And then from his line, you have Nicholas, William, and all the rest of them. And then and Malik was also a fallen. And his fall from grace took him on a completely different path. So
awesome. Yeah, it's like
how the wolves are related to Markus would be, yeah, I mean, I guess they're not really related to Markus directly. Not by blood, if that makes sense.
okay.
But they are protectors of the vampires. It's sort of the vampires and the werewolves have this sort of clique, but the witches are sort of on their own mission.
Yeah. It's like no spoilers.
Yeah.
See, so of course, when does the next book come out?
Oh, God. Oh, it's a toughie. It is going to be this year. Put it that way. I'm going to try and get it out this year. My sister was also giving me that question. She's like, stop avoiding the question. When's it coming out? See, it's incredible. Like, and how am I supposed to write under these conditions? He's shouting, the dogs are playing, cat's always trying to jump on me. So I'm hoping to get it out this year.
Oh, it's so crazy.
I mean, I have been writing a series forever. It's the Curse of Blood series, and people on Wattpad who have followed me since Wattpad are always like, finish the damn series. Yes, sorry. And then other people who've read Winterly, like, finish the damn series. Winterly's only going to be 2 books though, so I was going to do 3, but I think I can just do it in 2.
Awesome. Well, that is all the questions that we have for you today. Thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah, and I apologize again for
guys, make sure to check us out tomorrow for our last author chat of January. We're going to be talking with Nancy Richardson, or Fisher Richardson again, who is the author of The Speed of Falling Objects. We're going to be doing our favorite books for January, what we're reading for February, and talk about writing. So we hope to see you guys join us tomorrow. So we'll catch you guys later.
Before you guys go, Winterly is free tomorrow and the next day for your weekend.
Ooh, free.
If you wish to download it, that is tomorrow. It is free.
Go get the mail.
And I'll be doing that again on Valentine's Day. So
awesome. So yeah, guys, check it out. Link is below in the description. Have a great weekend. Bye.
you too. Bye.